Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Welcome to episode number 119 of the Blitz Take. I'm here with 2025 NFL Draft prospect Kevin Burkett from Elon University, and I'm excited to have him on to get to know his story of how he became of the man he is and everything else. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How did your recruiting process go at the beginning stages of your career?
Um, yeah, I think I had a unique experience in the fact that COVID affected everything. So I started getting recruited right when pretty much the whole world shut down during COVID. So um, my first two offers were from coaches I've never met in person or anything. I got one that was a text over the phone, and the other one was a call I got over the phone. Um, it was weird because I wanted to get to know I wanted the experience of going to games and living on the just like checking out the all the everyone that was interested in me. I would like to go to their campus and feel the campus around, see if I'd like it, but I didn't really have that opportunity. I ended up choosing Elon because um, I felt like the coaches I felt wanted here the most. Um, I got the most, I guess, contact I could have with they had like an online tour, I guess.
Mhm.
Pretty much like it was like a Zoom call, getting to experience everything I'd be, experiencing on a regular recruiting visit. So I ended up choosing Elon because it was the best football offer. It fit the best, and I felt wanted here the most. But I felt like my recruiting was. I felt like I missed out on a lot of the experiences a lot of kids today get. Getting to attend games and all that. I didn't really get that, and I wish I would have had that opportunity, but I didn't. But I had a unique experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Yeah, I think I made the right decision too.
Mhm. How did you finalize to pick Elon?
So, um, in the summer before Elon even talked to me, I actually tried to commit to Yale. They actually pulled their offer and said they were saving it for two other kids. So I kind of got me in the mindset of when I find the right spot and I think this is the spot I want to be, I'm going to commit like that. So my last two schools that I crossed off schools until I was down to Cornell and Elon, and it was near the end of my senior year of high school, and Elon, they were kept checking on me, kept checking in, and I went on that little virtual tour and talking with the O line coach at the time. His name was Andy Marino. The conversations he and I had, I just felt like there was a good connection there. So gosh, I think it was a Saturday or a Sunday. It was the weekend. I'm like, yeah, I think Elon's the place I want to go. So I just called him up and said, hey, I'm ready to commit right now, and that's the decision that led me here.
Uh, but who in your family do you look up to and why?
I'd probably say my dad. Of course, everyone in my family impacts every decision I make. Every important decision I made through my process has been, a group effort with me and my family. But my dad mostly, he played high school football, the same high school I went to. He's the one that got me into football from a really young age. Going to games. I grew up right next to University of Tennessee in Knoxville, so we go to UTK games all the time. He got me the first time playing football. He's the one that brought me up in it, and he would always rode me really hard. It was because he told me pretty much he liked to live vicariously through me. So I was good. I was blessed enough to play college football. He never really had that opportunity. So he's, he tell me all the time that he's living vicariously through me, and that kind of, every time I'm working hard in the weight room or on the field or anything. So I'm not doing it just for me. I'm doing it for him as well, you know. So I'd say my dad, he's been on my butt really hard, you know, getting me to this point, and he's the person I look up to because he's driven me to work as hard as I have, you know, to get here.
How do you balance academics with football?
It's tough. I'm actually going to graduate in May with an engineering degree. So time management is absolutely everything. That's probably the biggest thing between the biggest change I said from high school to college, just time management. You know, I was lucky enough to play as a freshman, so you know, saying all right, you know, cutting out pretty much a lot of the college experience, you know, parties and girls and all that, you know, just cutting that off, say this isn't for me right now. I have to focus on school. I got to focus on football. So it's all just about time management and pretty much opportunity cost. You know, what is that party going to give me versus staying in, doing my homework, getting it in on time? What is going to have a more valuable outcome? And it's just kind of weighing what's more important. And I've always valued my academics a lot, try to be a smart guy. And I think time management and being able to, you know, just finding patterns and that sort of thing, it's led me to be a better football player.
What current or former NFL player do you compare yourself to?
Going into this draft as a center, I think the easiest answer for me would be Jason Kelsey. He and I have pretty similar builds, both kind of smaller players, more athletic type players. I always loved watching him when he was with the Eagles, and I always looked up to him. He's kind of like a guy I always tried to try to replicate in my game. He's just a really smart guy. He's sort of undersized, and I'm a big guy, but you know, compared to you know everyone in the NFL, I would be pretty undersized, I think. So using every advantage I can get outside of just pure, you know, being bigger, you know, being quicker, being smarter, being you know, just physically more dominant, having a better mindset. I think those are things that he used and things that I try to use to elevate my game to, you know, being better than everyone else on the field.
What has been your favorite memory on the football field last year?
I said this past year it'd have to be beating William and Mary. I don't know if you watched the game, but it was an awesome game. William and Mary and Elon kind of have a sort of rivalry. So every time we play them, we're going to get their best and they're going to get our best. And we ended up winning on a last-second touchdown. And it was just it was a great game. We were the underdog, so always love being the underdog and coming out on top. And that game was just an unbelievable game. That last-second touchdown, it just there's no better feeling in the world right there. 2-minute drill, get the ball all the way up the field, throw like a 30-yard touchdown with no time left. Like it couldn't have gone any better. And that was probably that's a game I'll never forget till the day I die.
What do you like to do in your free time?
My free time, I like to go. I grew up in East Tennessee, so I like doing stuff outdoors. I love all sports. I like going like hiking, biking. I love fishing. Other than that, I like play video games. I play Xbox. Just hanging out with my friends, really, and pretty much anything sports related, I'm down for.
Mm-hmm. I see a Lakers poster behind you.
Yeah. That's Russell Westbrook when he was in an interview, kind of giving a funny face. Yeah.
Are you a Lakers fan?
I'm not. No, actually, I don't really keep up with the NBA as much as I used to. But I think I'm more of a Grizzlies fan. I'm from Tennessee, so they're the only team in Tennessee I can cheer for.
Mm-hmm. What is the best place spot on campus that you love to hang out at?
There's I spend a lot of my time at the weight room. No, I don't know. I find myself in we have a brand new engineering building on campus, And funny enough, that's pretty much where I spend most of my time outside of football. So outside of football, I'm probably there most of the time, and it's actually where I hang out with my friends most of the time. So I'd say that.
What types of classes do you like?
Classes, I don't know if this is a nerdy answer or not, but I took thermodynamics last semester, and I actually really enjoyed that. Learning about how like refrigerators work and how motors work, how jet engines, how they push planes and stuff like that. I found that very interesting. So yeah, I enjoyed that class.
How many hours a day do you take the time to watch film to better your game?
During the season, I try to watch film as pretty much as I can. I'd say about an hour or two a day, depending on what day of the week it is and how much free time I have that day. Again, that's with balancing classes and all that. But I'd say at least an hour a day of just either watching myself, previous games, or watching the opponent. I'd say at least an hour a day, if not more.
So I forget what year are you at Elon?
So I am a senior. I guess my official, I'd be a true senior, and I'd be a senior in the classroom. I graduate in May.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Uh, so if you could hang out with any current NFL coach, who would it be, and what would you do with him?
I think it'd be Dan Campbell. He just seems like a guy's guy. All of his players seem to love him, and he seems to really care for all his players. I'd love to sit down with Dan Campbell and just chop it up. Talk about football. Talk about what he could do better as a coach, what I could do better as a player. I mean, we could talk about anything with Dan Campbell, and you're gonna get his best. I love Dan Campbell, and I love his attitude towards the game, how he treats his players. That'd be my answer, Dan Campbell.
Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and
Yep.
thank you.
I'll definitely keep in touch.
Thank you so much. I'll keep in touch with you, Alex. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Bye-bye.